Good morning students, good morning everybody. So we have to start now, that is chemical reactions of metals. This is the video number 2 of metallurgy chapter, and this video is common to all CBSE and state board student also. Last video we have seen that is the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So before going to start this video, I request to all students, please see before video or earlier video. The link is given in the descriptions of this video. So let's start about the chemical reactions of metals. So questions is that why we study the chemical properties of metals? The reasons is that, answer is that is on the basis of physical properties of metals and non-metals, we cannot classify metal and non-metals more accurately, and hence it is necessary to study the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. On the basis of physical property, we cannot study the metals and non-metals more accurately, and hence we have to study the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर हमने जो पहला जो वीडियो देखा था उसमें हमने डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज एंड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में डिस्क्रिप्शन देखा था. So on the basis of physical property of the metals and non-metals, we cannot classify metals and non-metals more accurately. And to study the metals and non-metals more accurately, it is necessary to study the chemical properties of metals. So for this purpose, we have to see in this topic, we have to see that is the chemical properties of metals. So there are 5 properties of metal given in the syllabus. First one is the reactions of metal with oxygen. Another one, reactions of metals with water. Third one, reactions of metals with acid. उसमें भी हमें देखना है HCl के बारे में, H2SO4 के बारे में. Then next one the HNO3 के बारे में, that is hydrochloric acid. Next one sulfuric acid, and next one nitric acid. Next one is the reactions of metals with other metal salt, and last one reactions of metals with non-metals. ये 5 types के reactions हमें देखना है. So first topic, that is the reactions of metals with oxygen. That is heading is that is reactions of metals. So I request to all my dear students, please take your notebook and pen with you and make notes, own notes yourself. So first chemical reaction, that is the chemical reactions or reactions of metals with oxygen. So general reactions for the metals react with oxygen is that when metal react with oxygen, it gives rise to metal oxide. When metal react with oxygen, it gives rise to metal oxide. For this purpose, we have to write that is the general reactions. First one is the statement, that is when metal react with oxygen, when metals reacts with oxygen, gives metal oxide, gives metal oxide. A reaction of metals, metal oxide. When metal react with oxygen, gives metal oxide. The reactions of metal is differ with the reactivity of metals. The reactions of metal is differ with reactivity of metals. So that is general reaction. We can write that is the metal plus oxygen. Metal plus oxygen gives metal oxide, gives metal oxide. So this is one is the general reaction. बराबर है. हाँ, उसके बाद में हमें देखना है एग्जाम्पल के साथ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिएक्शन विथ सोडियम. So when sodium react with oxygen, it give rise to sodium oxide. When sodium react with oxygen, it give rise to sodium oxide. Next one is the potassium. Potassium react with oxygen, it give rise to potassium oxide. Next one is the magnesium react with oxygen, it give rise to magnesium oxide. Another one, Zn react with oxygen, give rise to ZnO, that is the zinc oxide. Iron react with oxygen, it give rise to iron oxide. And copper react with oxygen, it give rise to copper oxide. अगर हम इसके बारे में देखते हैं यानी कि रिएक्टिविटी ऑर्डर, सो इन द रिएक्टिविटी ऑर्डर इट इज सीन दैट sodium and potassium is highly reactive. They react with atmospheric oxygen and give rise to sodium oxide and potassium oxide respectively. On the other hand, magnesium and zinc react with oxygen. Magnesium and zinc react with oxygen on burning, that is on heating, give rise to magnesium oxide and zinc oxide respectively. On the other hand, iron react with oxygen on strong heating or prolonged heating, give rise to iron oxide. When we cut the iron into numbers of pieces, then it get converted to small pieces and obviously sprinkle on the particularly burner, then it give rise to iron oxide. Similarly, copper is least reactive. It react with oxygen on strong heating, give rise to copper oxide on the surface of coppers. So this is the reactivity of the metals with oxygen. उसके बाद में हमें देखना है reactivity orders. So from the reactions we conclude that sodium potassium is highly reactive. So sodium potassium is highly reactive as comparative to magnesium, as comparative to zinc, as comparative to iron, and as compared to copper. So this is the reactivity order. This is the reactivity order of metals. हम इसके लिए लिख सकते हैं reactivity order of metal with oxygen. Metal with oxygen. So this is the reactivity orders. So this is the reactions of metals with oxygen.